In today's video, we're checking out the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong and why it's one of the best hotels in the city. We'll look at one of the rooms, the amenities, and one of our favorite 2 Michelin-star restaurants that's part of the hotel. Big favorite before we dive in is to hit the like button, and if you want to upgrade your travel, consider subscribing. The Ritz-Carlton sits at the upper echelon of Hong Kong hotels, alongside Rosewood, Four Seasons, Mandarin Oriental, and the Peninsula. Along with a great soft and hard product, it also offers outstanding views. This is the highest hotel in the city, where the lobby is located on the 103rd floor, and you have to take a high-speed elevator up, which takes about 80 seconds. This brings you about 490 meters or 1,600 feet above sea level, which is about as high as Victoria Peak. The hotel rooms occupy 102 through 118, and even the worst rooms have pretty amazing views. More on these later, but the hotel has the world's highest swimming pool and hotel bar. There's 312 guest rooms and suites, all featuring floor-to-ceiling windows. Let's take a look at one of them. Welcome to the Deluxe Harbor View Room at the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong. Let's take a look at the view. So there are going to be 8 of these corner rooms on each floor, given how it's designed, so super smart on their end. Pretty much 2 for each normal corner that you think of. And for us, our view is going to be Hong Kong Island, as well as the Kowloon kind of dock area for the work ships. If anything, I'd argue that's one of the better views because you have 2 contrasting ones. One's very industrial, and the other one is kind of finance and what you'd expect from Hong Kong and the new side of it. Taking a look at the room, it's pretty gigantic. So this was one of my favorite spots. I'd post up here for laptop and you get views. It wasn't as sunny the last few days, it was more overcast, so I didn't have the sun on my face. This one was also a good spot, same thing, pretty much just work. We didn't really use the TV for whatever reason, just didn't think to turn it on, so maybe should have. Looks like a 42-inch. Let's test out the bed. So pretty bouncy for my obnoxious jump, and for the last 2 nights we've slept, it's been pretty awesome. For us at least, it's kind of that perfect stage of comfortable, not too stiff, but also not too soft. One thing I really like here is that there are a lot of plugs and light switches. So instead of having to go around and turn off everything, it's pretty much all right here. And both sides have it. Water is from Bon Aqua, closet over here. Pretty big closet too. Yeah, definitely big. Down here are going to be shoe brushes and shoe horns. We didn't use this because we didn't bring dress shoes, but this stood out to me. It just looks super nice. Nothing down here, and safe is right over here. 1, 3, 3, 7. Yeah, pretty sizable safe. And then you also have a little tray for jewelry or any small knickknacks. Over here is another closet, Ritz-Carlton robes and Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong embroiled. Pretty good, pretty much a giant towel. Iron and iron board over here as well. Over here is the bathroom. There's a tub over here. For me, for my height, not the most comfortable. So if you're like 5'11", this is kind of what you'd expect, which feels a little tight and claustrophobic, to be honest. That's like, this is fine. But like, yeah, I think you would want to be a bit shorter to be in here. It is a bit of a weird concave given my back and caboose. So I think if you're like 5'8" or so or under, then this is awesome. If you're taller though, a bit tough. Some bath salts. TV over here that we didn't use. Double vanity here was perfect, worked as expected. Shower right over here. So there are 2 heads and it works pretty well. You can actually have both on at the same time, which is nice. There's one over here that you kind of adjust and move up as needed, and the main top one. So 6, 7, 1B. So 1B be fine. Yeah, by definition, everyone should be fine. So pretty good, and it was nice water pressure too. All the shower gel, shampoo, everything is from Deep Boutique. Down here, oh, I think my sister emptied it out already. Well, anyways, down here, there was a bunch of stuff. Pretty much hairbrush, toothbrush, everything. There's a desk over here. It is a bit weird, so it kind of makes noises or pushes air out when you sit down. Take a listen. So it kind of deflates, which is fine now, but I feel like at night it always feels a little weird, especially when one person's already sleeping. It's like, are you farting over there? What's going on? But it's fine. Good chair. Tons of plugs. Over here is pretty straightforward, normal stuff. These are from Teacha. Coffees we drink all of, but Nespresso. And then everything else here is paid, so not really worth looking into or touching, given that there's 7-Elevens and tons of other convenience stores nearby to get your alcohol. One big difference with this day compared to prior ones is that we ended up using a club upgrade certificate to get club access. In case you're wondering, there are going to be 8 corner rooms for each floor because of how they are intelligently using corners. So that's pretty smart. So like pretty much 2 for each normal one.
Depending on timing, the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong can be surprisingly affordable for an ultra-luxury hotel. If we look at their main competitor, Rosewood, you're expecting to pay about $700 USD per night during the summer. Cheapest I could find being about $670 in July. The Ritz-Carlton is equally as impressive, but with a different experience and also half the price. For example, in June, you're looking at an average price of $413. The cheapest I could find was about $390. This isn't cheap, but for a top 5 hotel in a major global city, it's not too shabby. If you want to use a club level upgrade certificate, you need to book directly with Marriott. Also, reminder that the $390 number might not include taxes and fees. If you don't have elite status or club certificates, I would consider booking through STARS or Virtuoso. The rates are higher, about $50 here, but you get a lot of benefits. You get breakfast for 2 per night, $100 hotel credit per stay, also upgrades upon availability. For most, STARS and Virtuoso bookings are the meta for Ritz-Carltons. Also, if you plan to eat here anyways, the math is in your favor, especially for shorter stays. If you're interested in accessing those special rates, I'll put a link down below with more information. If you have points or 85K certificates, it can also make sense, but it just depends on price at the time and your future trips. Historically, we've done both. Points when price was closer to $1,000 a night, and cash when it's in the 400 range. To me, that's the benefit of points, to have more options. It also helps that there's cards that give you Bonvoy Platinum status, and that's now eligible for suite upgrades at Ritz properties. On that note, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website asksebby.com and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, but otherwise, it's a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. One of the big draws of the Ritz-Carlton is the convenience. You're in West Kowloon on top of Elements Mall. This gives you direct access to luxury shopping, so the usual big names you're used to, but also a few artisanal options like Ascot Chang. The Financial Times named them one of the best shirt makers in the world. It's definitely a premium, but they've been focused on doing one thing well for a very long time, and I think that's worth a premium. The mall itself has a ton of features, including a ton of restaurants, a movie theater, and also an ice skating rink. If this is your first time in Hong Kong, it's one of the easiest hotels to get to since the Airport Express is right downstairs. It's also a good home base for a day trip to mainland China since West Kowloon Station is attached. If you're focused on exploring Hong Kong proper though, you're in a weird spot. You're technically one stop from Central, but you have to trek from the IFC side to the main mid-level side. If you're checking out Kowloon, it's a lot less convenient, and you might want to taxi around or learn how the buses work. Your mileage may vary, but if you're looking to explore Hong Kong, I don't think this is the best option. I would pick this if you want to reset after a flight or you're on a longer trip and want some rest days. One of the biggest selling points of the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong is the Club Lounge, located on the 116th floor. If you're staying in a club level room or suite, or if you pay to upgrade, you'll get access to what's easily one of the best hotel lounges in Asia. When you check in, they take you straight to the lounge. No lobby lines, no crowds. You're sitting down with a drink while they handle the paperwork. This isn't one of those lounges with a sad buffet and cereal. You get 5 solid food presentations throughout the day. In the morning, there's a full a la carte breakfast with everything from dim sum to eggs benedict. Lunch here is also surprisingly solid. There are better options, but this isn't bad at all. Mandy's favorite meal here is afternoon tea. Considering that other places want to charge $100 a person for the same thing, I'm more than happy to book a club room. They also have a full-on dinner here with starters, mains, and unlimited champagne. To finish off the night, they have desserts and cordials. If you're someone who'd normally eat at the hotel anyways, then it makes a ton of sense. To me, this is the best view of Hong Kong and well worth a splurge if you want to daydream. They also have a small library and meeting room space, also a pool table as well. In addition, there's a lot of small things that add up. For example, you get access to a private club card that'll drop you off anywhere in Kowloon, which lets you skip the taxi. More on this towards the end when we head to dinner with Mandy's dad. Main takeaway, if you're planning to be out exploring all day, you might not get the full value. But if you're doing a staycation, fighting jet lag, or just want to make the most of the hotel, the Club Lounge is amazing value.
One of our favorite restaurants in the Ritz-Carlton is Tin Lung Heen.
Even if you don't have lounge access, the hotel itself has a ton of amazing restaurants. TLH, which translates to Dragon in the Sky, is a 2 Michelin-starred Cantonese restaurant. It's a mix of modern luxury and traditional Cantonese. High ceilings, dramatic lighting, and service that's formal but not stiff. You also get amazing views of the water. They're known for elevated Cantonese dishes, but done in a way that feels modern and refined. The signature dish is the Iberico pork. It's made from the collar cut of Spanish pork, glazed in honey, roasted until the edges caramelize. They only serve a limited number each day and it usually sells out. So if you want it, make sure to pre-order when you book. Also worth noting, but they take tea seriously. There's a tea expert on staff, and the pairings are as curated as the wine list. It's a nice touch if you don't drink or want something more traditional. Even if you're not staying at the Ritz, I think this is worth a visit given the quality, experience, and reasonable price for a 2 Michelin star meal.
So this is a pork bun, but with kind of the glazed sugar level on top of it. It's kind of like a pineapple bun meets pork bun. Oh no, it dropped. That looked a bit worse than I hoped. Tastes really good though. The top is super crunchy and sweet, and the inside is nice and gooey and kind of that meaty umami. There also are some other fillings inside, which are a bit weird to me, or maybe I'm just not used to. But the meat's really good. If we've never had this before, I think the easiest comparison would be like sweet baby back ribs. The nut layer on top is also pretty delicate compared to some other places we've gone to that. All of it works really well and delicious. 10 out of 10. Next up, we pretty much have a fried crab pastry, but it's the savory type. You have mayonnaise and you have a different sweet and sour sauce. It's so crunchy and good. I've had a lot of these growing up. I think this is the best iteration of it I've ever had. The filling was so good. So outside you have the crunch, you can like hear it on a mic even probably. Inside it's nice, gooey, melt in your mouth, like crab creaminess. And you need a sauce to add a bit more additional flavors as well, just to like mix it up, to have a melody in your mouth. Next, we have lobako, which is pretty much daikon cake. If you've never had this before, think of like a pan-fried potato, basically pan-fried radish. But yeah, if you've never had radish, kind of has a similar consistency of potato, but a lot lighter, less starchy. Let's give it a taste. You also have XO scallop on top. Pretty good. And so scallop provides that bounce to it and spice, really flavorful. That's one of my favorite things as a kid. I used to eat a lot of. That came in a jar. I think I would just eat scoops of it with rice that I haven't eaten a lot as an adult for whatever reason. Yeah, brings back memories. The go by itself is really good too. It's light. It's not as starchy and flavorful as some other ones we've had. I think other ones are a lot denser. If I were to come back, I probably wouldn't get that one. I think there's a lot better dishes you can focus on. Your mileage may vary though. Second last, we have abalone tart. There's a sauce over here, abalone right on top with the tart. Let's cut this in half. Wow. Okay, abalone's I freak out. I was wondering why it cut so easily. A giant piece of abalone, so the layers, and the tart with the sauce. Let's try the sauce. What is that? It's pretty much abalone sauce. Tart. Tart is super good, flaky, buttery. It's like the perfect egg tart. Instead of egg in the middle, we have abalone. Super tender and flavorful. Yeah, not chewy at all compared to a lot of other ones. Definitely unique though, because when I taste the tart part, I'm assuming it's sweet and egg tart, and then abalone is more savory. So in that sense, you kind of have that dance where you have like dessert item meets the sweet savory item, and it works really well. Yeah, definitely a nice modern twist. I think for the price, there are better items, because this one is a bit more of a premium. Mandy really likes it though. That's why we got it again. We got it last time too. I like abalone, I appreciate it, but Mandy loves it. She could probably eat armfuls of it a day. And she has, I've seen her. Last but not least, we have their most famous item, which is going to be the barbecue pork. It's a super thick cut and looks amazing. Let's cut it open and see how it looks. Kind of that marbleization on top, super tender. You have a layer on top, which is kind of like a sugar finishing. Yeah, it looks amazing. Let's give it a taste. It's like candy pork, melt in your mouth, pork belly, but it's like not too fatty and it's not too sweet. So it's the perfect blend. Like definitely a 10 out of 10, I would get it. I've had this dish so many times before growing up, but never this good. It's super tender, but you have that thick coating outside. I've like had so much of this growing up where it's just chewy and like, it's so good, like melt in your mouth good. It also is a premium, about $50 US for the plate with 4 pieces. So I think it is a splurge. For me though, I think I would do this one rather than the abalone. Abalone, I think I can get that somewhere else enough. This, I've never had anything this good. But for me, the pork, the crab puff, as well as the pork bun are going to be the must-get 3 items. And yeah, I'd happily recommend this. So one question might be, why don't we have any steamed items like dim sum, other dim sum items? We did that last time and we just weren't that impressed. It was fine, but it just didn't blow us away. These items are a lot more unique and just taste better. So that's why I would go for these ones. but I've had better. These three though, 2 thumbs up, delicious. Would repeat this on rewind or repeat every day. I don't even want to finish this and I still have one more piece. It's just like the perfect iteration of this dish. Flavors are perfect, it's not too overwhelming. You have a thick cut skin, nice little chewy bounce, kind of like candied, soft, tender meat. Let's try the tea. Iron Buddha tea is pretty good.
It's dessert time.
That's Mandy's birthday. A lot of items. I'm gonna start with this one. It's pretty much like a pan-fried, chewy dessert thing. It's really good. Sounds weird, that's good. Really gooey, melt in your mouth red bean. I like red bean, so this is perfect. There's also dried orange peel, which adds a bit of citrus to it and a bit of other flavors. So really good. Tiny bit of citrus helps. Really brings out a lot more flavors of the red bean. It makes it less overwhelming. Next up, we have long life peach buns. Nice and gooey inside, lotus paste. Awesome. Next, we have what looks like a taro coconut puff. Not too sweet, which is nice, and you have the coconut floss. Last up, we have the cookie. Almond cookie, and I really like that it's not too sweet. Yeah, perfect cookie to me. Super crunchy.
If you're looking to work off the calories you ate, there's no better option than the pool and gym. Both are located on the 118th floor, so about 1,600 feet in the air. This is the highest indoor swimming pool in any hotel in the world. Floor-to-ceiling windows wrap around the edge, so you're swimming with panoramic views and the entire skyline. There's also an LED wall that plays visuals. Sometimes it's sea life, other times it's clouds. A lot of people, including my sister, treated the pool as a nice float. On cloudy days, you're either in the clouds or sometimes above them. Right next to the pool, you've got an indoor hot tub and a small outdoor jacuzzi terrace. Between these, you have a cold plunge, which is perfect if you're doing Nordic cycles. This plunge also felt a bit colder than other ones I've been in, so definitely a vibe. What made me fall in love with the Ritz was the pool. There's something freeing about floating in a pool 1,600 feet up in the air. Right next to the pool is the gym. The equipment is from Techno Gym, everything's modern, clean, and well maintained. You've got treadmills, ellipticals, weight machines, free weights, and a stretching yoga space. It's open 24/7 and it's usually quiet. Call me crazy, but the pool and gym at the Ritz-Carlton aren't just hotel amenities. They're destination level spaces with some of the best views in Hong Kong. Even if you've stayed at other 5-star hotels in Hong Kong, nothing else puts you this high up with this kind of atmosphere. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong? At the end of the day, this isn't just another luxury hotel, it's a destination in itself. You're not coming here just for a room or a view, you're getting the highest hotel in Hong Kong, 2 Michelin-starred restaurants, one of the best club lounges in Asia, and a pool that literally sits above the clouds. You can find better locations for street food and probably bigger rooms, but no one else is doing altitude, luxury, and service at this level, not just in Hong Kong, but arguably in all of Asia. Again, if you're looking to book through Virtuoso or STARS, I'll leave a link down below. If you want to learn about cards for certificates, points, or elite status, we have links on AskSebby.com and also down below. If you made it to this point, leave a cloud emoji in the comments down below, and I'll try to heart it and respond. 3 questions: what are your thoughts on the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong? What's your favorite area to stay when visiting? Also, any favorite restaurants we should try? Let me know and everyone else know in the comments down below. Big favorite thumbs up, consider subscribing, but otherwise, hope you liked it, and see you on the road. Bonus section, but we did take the town car to the Kerry Hotel for dinner. Main reason being that Mandy's dad really wanted to get the buffet there. There's 7 live pavilions and food is organized by cooking method. Steam, grill, chill, fry, stew, dessert lab, and the Nook.
They were at Kerry Hotel and at one of the best buffets in Hong Kong. You have lobster, crab, and a lot of other items. Each person also gets a little coupon for Wagyu, and it looked really good. It's A5, you slice it and cook it up right in front of you. There's a lot of food, so let's start off with the lobster. So they do cut in halves for you. They're not the biggest lobsters, but that's not always a bad thing. Pretty good, super fresh, but needs a bit of butter. Maybe a minute overdone, but it's always a bit hard for buffets. For what it is though, it's pretty good. Next up, we have the sweet shrimp and tilapia. That's so good. Sweet, delicate, super fresh, and yeah, I would definitely go for this one. Okay, so Mandy came back. She also didn't get the lobster, so I think that's an interesting verdict. Mandy got a lot of abalone instead. Scallop. Scallop, super sweet. Salmon. Salmon's okay, not the best. I probably wouldn't get another one. It's fine by all means, but I've definitely had better, and I feel like there's so many other items here that I'd rather focus my attention elsewhere. This is the Wagyu burger. That's really good. I like it. To be fair, it does taste like a very, very good meatball, which I guess that's what it is. Yeah, tasty, I like it. There's also seared Wagyu in the sushi station. This one's pretty good, but I'm not sure how many more I'd get because it does come with a piece of rice. Had another piece of the Wagyu sushi, so good. Yeah, I'm not sure if they would want me wasting rice, so we'll see what happens there. I think my must repeats for the first round at least is going to be the Wagyu sushi, the sweet shrimp. Scallops are pretty good. I might get another lobster. It's not the best lobster, but I feel like I don't have lobster enough normally. That's still a delicacy to me, and I can't turn down the lobster. I'm gonna finish this off and head to round 2. For round number 2, I did more of the same of the items I liked, and also they rang the bell for soup. Apparently it's like a conch soup. Take a look. So inside there's a bunch of ingredients, and there's chicken, coconut, conch. It's supposed to be super duper healthy. Really hot, but also very tasty. Then I'm making a fresh batch of the Wagyu with rice, and yeah, looks really good. Just came out pretty much, they finished it and I grabbed it. That's so good. It's a fatty umami bomb. So there's sear on one side, other side is pretty much rare, and it's delicious. It's just melt in your mouth. It's gonna taste the marbleization, all of it melting. It's amazing. I think I'm gonna get more of that one. One that Mandy recommended was the abalone. Wow, that's perfectly cooked. That's really good. I was a bit worried to be overcooked. There's a lot of places will either just not have it or overcook it. It's perfect here, and a hint of sweetness to it. Scallop already did last time. I'm probably gonna keep getting scallop, but figured I'll do it one more time, explain it. Yeah, pretty awesome. Fresh pieces. Pretty much melt in your mouth. There's a sweetness to it, and it's creamy. It's really good. Has that little bounce to it as well. Perfect salads. Yeah, some of the best I've had. I should probably stop getting the lobster, but yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It needs butter. That's fine. Like, it's sweet, it's fresh. I feel like there's other dishes that are better, but I also just don't have lobster enough. Okay, gonna finish this off and see you in round 3. Okay, so I ended up redeeming my certificate for the Wagyu. Pretty much a perfect slice that they grill up and roll and season. Smells amazing, looks amazing. Let's give it a taste. They have a bunch of garnish on it, including dried onions, some salt that I can't see anymore, but I saw them put on, and a bit of sauce as well. Looks almost too beautiful to eat. And let's cut it open. In the middle, it's going to be medium rare and perfect. Here's. Easy, melt in your mouth, and perfect. It's pretty much an umami bomb. You are limited to 1 per person, so this is my one. You kind of want to eat it fresh while it's still hot. It is a really big slice though. Like it's a really sizable slice. So I ate a bunch of it already, but yeah, it's a thick cut. That's so good. To me at least, it could use a little bit of ponzu or something. Other than that, it's perfect. I'm getting some tempura as well because Mandy recommended it, the shrimp one at least, but they also have soft shell crab, so let's not have that one. Soft shell crab's okay. Maybe it's after a bit too long. But yeah, flavors are there. Otherwise a bit soggy, but it's a buffet. Let's try the shrimp. Same issue with the shrimp. I might try again next batch when they have something new, but it's been sitting around a bit too long. But it's tender though, which is nice. I would probably get another soft shell crab first. I guess it's a tough thing with tempura where the crispiness does make up a pretty big part of the dish. Also end up getting some of this. Can I try one of the fresh ones, Mandy? Okay, Mandy got the fresh one just on time. Oh, a lot better, unsurprisingly. Don't be like me, wait for a fresh batch.